Hi. Today, Lucy's just off the side of the film right now. I'm trying something new to see if I can get her to fall asleep while drinking from the bottle. She's clearly tired because she keeps falling asleep in my arms, but problem is when I feed her most of the time, she's like a reverse, it's like dolls that when you lay them down, their eyes closed and they pick them up and their eyes open. They're really creepy. She's like the reverse of that, so she'll fall asleep in my arms, but I can't set her down during the day because then she'll wake up to her eyes open as you set her down, as opposed to the reverse. I'm just having her car seat right now. She's smiling at me right now, but just trying to feed her to see if she'll actually fall asleep with the bottle. What's going on these days is Linda's gone back to work, and I'm at home by myself during the day with Linda, or not Linda, with Lucy. Um, so the way we divide responsibilities now that Linda is back at work is during the day or during the weekdays or days that she's on call, I'll take care of all the feedings for Lucy at night and all the feedings during the day, and take care of laundry for myself, Lucy, in the house, and cook not all meals, but depending on what we're cooking that night, I'll take a meal, or if Linda's home early, she'll make some fish or something that she's better at cooking. And during weekends or nights that Linda doesn't have to go to work the next day, she'll do the feedings at night, and give me a break so I can get a full night's sleep. So this way it's good that Linda gets mostly a full night's sleep when she has to go to work, and days that she doesn't have to go to work the next day, I get a full night's sleep, which is nice recovery and the like. What we're doing is we're doing mostly breast milk still. So what Linda will do will she'll pump. She has a breast pump. She'll pump milk first thing in the morning, and then so Lucy wakes up about an hour or so after Linda leaves. So I'll wake up, take it from the fridge, and there's already some milk already pumped, and then that milk usually will last us till about, because she doesn't drink it all in the first feeding. It'll last us almost to lunchtime. And then after lunch, I'll use some formula, and then Linda will pump at work once at work. So she'll bring milk back home from work, which I can then feed Lucy with when she gets home, or we can put it in the fridge and Linda will breastfeed Lucy as soon as she gets home, and then at night she'll breastfeed Lucy one more time. So Linda gets home at 6, Lucy's in bed by 9, so there's your 2 feedings, and then the milk that she brought home during the day. Usually that will last us for the nighttime feeding. Lucy's really good at sleeping at night. She only usually wakes up once. So we're probably doing 2/3 breast milk and 1/3 formula. So it's working out okay. Lucy didn't take to formula too well, but she's getting used to it now. Also at home, I'm not just doing house stuff. I'm still trying to. I do some work, like only 6 to 10 hours a week, and I'm also studying for my professional engineering exam, which is coming up in April. So it's taking up some of my time. One thing that's kind of interesting that I have to take note of is that Lucy has definitely, her needs have definitely changed a lot in the last few weeks, and I kind of relate it back to my first year psychology, where we learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you know it, great. If you don't, you can look it up. So I felt for the first almost 2.5 months, she was like on the first level of hierarchy needs, physiological. So she needed food, she needed to be changed, she needed to be burped, she needed to be able to breathe. So if you look at the whole bottom level there, she was physiological needs. In the last 2 weeks, she's kind of jumped up safety. Given that this is household, safety is already there, so it's never been something that we know is coming or going. But personally, she now needs to be picked up and held for reasons other than being fed, changed, burped. And those are the big ones. Now she wants to be held just for the sake of being held near Linda or myself. So this is like a double-edged sword, because in some ways it's great, because if I'm trying to heat up a bottle or something, she'll be content being held for an extra hour, or I can, once the bottle, as far as an hour, to heat up the bottle so she can drink. Also, like if we're walking or something, we can make funny faces, and that will satisfy her till we get home, so we can feed her or change her if we're gone out. However, on the other side, this has resulted in us like having to attend needs other than food, changing, burping. She now needs to be held just for the sake of being held. So, yeah, it's great in some ways. In other ways, it's just a new way I have to adapt around. Taking care of her. It's something else that has to be attended to in terms of her like social needs. So, yeah, so she's moved up to like the third level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I don't know if esteem or self-actualization is been there yet, but I'm sure she'll keep moving up the ladder. It's just kind of neat that she's moved up to a second level of needs. So, anyways, that's all I really have for today. Hoping that to make another video in a few weeks' time. Lots more has happened. It's just takes time to do these videos. So, anyways, have a good one. Bye.